Hello peeps and welcome back to Pharaoh, a new era. We are moving on to the Archaic period now. In the previous pre-dynastic period, we were the village elder. We are now becoming the village noble. Indeed we are. It says here, look, during the Archaic period, the villages that emerged in the pre-dynastic gradually unite to form the great kingdom of Egypt. The young civilization founds a capital, secures its borders, masters the waters, and builds its first monumental tombs. I love the monuments. They get more and more grand as you move through the game. So here we go. We are moving on. And the win conditions here, look, a population of 1,010 modest apartments. Ooh, so still learning sort of how to build the cities before we're really let go into nice free-form builds.
As the people who live along the Nile still struggle to survive in this harsh environment, a local king named Narmer has risen to power. Though Narmer has dominion over much of this land, full unification of the twin kingdoms has yet to be achieved. In commemoration of his accession, Narmer wishes your family to establish and govern a new city at Nekhen. This city will have temples to many of the gods of Egypt and numerous places of entertainment.
Wow, sounds very posh, this one, doesn't it? It sounds very posh indeed. Right, okay. Here we go. Multiple gods. Look at this. The patron god of this region is Ra, but Osiris and Bast are also worshipped here as local deities. Make sure this city has more temples and shrines dedicated to Ra, but don't neglect the local deities either. To accommodate your most valued citizens, make sure they have access to temples dedicated to different gods. This will help with the needing to increase... let's pause this minute. Needing to increase the... rating of your homes. So we can see we've got a lot of open desert back here that is pretty useless to us. But on this side of the road, we do have lots of grassland, bit of marshland, grassland we've got as well. This happening. There will be, I wonder if there'll be waterways, because you can do water crossings, so you can start building on the other side as well. I don't know if that'll be happening here. It might do though. Because look, if we open this, water crossings. So, look, personal mansion, tax collecting office, courthouse, ferry landing, bridges. So it looks like we will be able to go across the water this time. Administration. This is the administration. Oh, I see how this is working. Water crossings. I've got you, right. So these come out of here. Right? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. In farm, it's always good to see what's happening. So we can see here we're going with grain farms and barley. So this produces grain and also straw. And then barley. And this is what we use to produce our beer. I wonder if we're going to be doing beer production. I've got these usual ones here. But in production, what have we got? So yes, breweries. We're going to be getting into breweries. So we might be able to do really big festivals with beer. And also we're going to be producing pottery, and we've got clay pits available to us, and then here's our shrines and temples. It's always worth just looking through what you've got here to give you an idea of the sort of the commerce that you will be building. So I'm going to get a basic city started. Here we go. So we've got a little basic start going here. I'll let the immigrants arrive. We're going to put a block here, I think, and possibly a block around here. We are concentrating on food and water just for the moment. Let everybody arrive.
I'm new here. I wonder what the city will offer to a person like me.
I think one of them also as well was... I've heard there is a job here for anyone who wants one. That was one, but I've not been able to find it.
People say that this city has plenty of food to go around.
Not yet, but soon. So we've built some wheat fields, got some working camps, granaries, we've got bazaars, wells, and some housing. And this will be beer production as well. And down here we're going to be looking at the pottery part. But first of all, I just want to get people moving in, see how we're doing for food before we do anything too nuts. you know, let's get people employed, things functioning. And they have started to produce the wheat over here, which is lovely. 85% fertile. And you can see this time I've actually started nearer the water. It's a much better way of doing it. It is a much better way of doing it. As we see, we've got employment all around here. There we go. This is really great. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to pause it again, and I'm going to come in with a lot of services for them. Here we go. So we've done some services. We have architect posts, we have fire, we have police, and I've also built the village palace here. We also have a physician, and we have a couple of apothecaries as well, just encasing these places in the centre here. So religion is of great importance. We've got a lot to get down actually in this area. We have temples are really big, and actually I love that we can now rotate these. This is so great. And of course we can place these out in the desert, and it might be a good idea to do a bit of that. Let's see. I want a bit of space though. You have to think about how the city is going to be expanding should it need to. But at the same time, I might expand housing this way. This is really undesirable though. Oh, and also our grain is going to the granary, but there's nowhere
accept these goods.
for our straw.
That's okay. I can use the rest.
What I would say about the straw, I think I've remembered, it goes into bricks, so you can mix the clay with the straw and start producing bricks. So we do want it. So this is our most immediate problem. Let's deal with it. Let's get a storage yard going. Again, storage yards are also really ugly. I'm not going to worry about the palace. So we're gonna pop this here, and we don't want grain in here. But for now, we'll just fill it up with straw, right? Are you sure you want to throw these goods away? No. Right, accept none. I'm learning the new system, but accept all here. Excellent. Right, okay, good. That's the way to do it. So hopefully we can get... Yeah, see, unemployment is at 9. It'll be good to get the food in so these houses can start upgrading more and we can get more workers in. It is quite important because we need workers for all these temples. So, do you know what? I think we will put the temples along here. I think we will. This one, and then I don't think there's going to be enough room for this final one. If we just... I've not rotated them. I'm not used to being able to do it. But I like that you can. Oh, more entertainment. Sophisticated Egyptians like to listen to music in their leisure time, as well as take occasional juggling performances. While only jugglers can perform at the small booths, both jugglers and musicians can perform together at a bandstand. Build a bandstand at an intersection and a conservatory nearby to train musicians. Access to multiple types of entertainment greatly increases the quality of life for your citizens. We'll get into that. But I think it's important for us to get the religion working. I think that's really important right now. Let's and it said needing more to Ra, so we're going to put Ra here, Ra there, and I think it's going to be good to do some expansion along here so that we can get Ra, not temple, a Ra shrine here, along with Osiris and Bast. Okay. So there's more dedication going to Ra at this point. This looks really weird, I know, but I'm not quite sure what to do with these temples at the moment, but at least they're in. At least they're in. This is important. And the festivals get more complex now as well. They do. So we're going to put in... Actually, let's pull that out. Mess this up. think I've messed this up. What's going to be the best way to do this? I like to have this. It's been so long there. Something like that. You see? Do you see? In front of the palace. Yes, yes. Now, we want to hold a festival to Ra. I think we're going to be doing that. Excellent. So entertainment then. Let's get some entertainment. Now we could do a quick route down to here. Could be nice. But to make this a bit more, we could make this nicer, couldn't we? We could. Let's have a look at the bandstand. The bandstand isn't going to go there. Oh, it will go there. And I like that the stands and things will move around in order to try and work with it. So we could have a really nice big bandstand here. Do you know what? I might stick one right in there. I actually don't know if it will go. If we were to get these pavements in, it's weird being able to move the trees. I like it though, but it is new. It is new. Can we? Oh, I'm learning. Can't get it right in there. Oh, I know what we could do. If we actually had the pavement coming up here, maybe that would do it. Trying to remember how to do all this again. Oh, look. Get it right in there. Get it right in there. 11%. So we can now see about employing. Right. Let's get... Look. So we can train up musicians and jugglers. And I think they help with the desirability. They have pushed this back a little bit. This was really red, so they are pushing it back a bit. This used to be a light red. We can see that's now almost entirely gone, so we are working at it here, which is great. And we could put plazas and stuff in, you know, because for example, right, they've got a nice location for some gardens there, isn't it? You know, just lovely location. So they're training up. Oh, we can see the musicians now. They're training up, and then we'll see. There we go. Do you see them? There they are. We've got jugglers and musicians, and it gets really, really desirable. Do we actually have like a slight green? A slight green. Never seen such things. Well, now we can see though, these houses are not upgrading at all here, are they? All these houses aren't upgrading at all. And it's because I think they're far away from a bazaar. It's a problem. So what we're going to do, they're not getting any food. So we can see a problem. We've identified one. It's this one, isn't it? And we're going to pop in a bazaar just here. And hopefully we will start to see this increase. Water could also be an issue here. I don't know. Actually, no. I think they're getting water. Is that what this means? They've got physicians. 2 apothecaries currently work to protect the city from no outbreaks. I think it's just looking at health in general. But I think these pots here mean that it's getting water, if I recall. I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully we'll start to see... Oh, look.
What's a priestess to do? There is so little diversion here.
We're on it. Let's see. We could possibly get a little jugglers. Oh, yeah. Good. So, this has gone well. We can hold another festival. What is actually... Our fertility over here is good. Let's see about ordering a festival for Bast, you know, because we've got these. We want to try and upgrade these homes. See if we can get... Again, there could be a water issue here. I would rather get in a proper water supply, right, than put in wells, frankly. So we're going to go with this. Everybody is off the fields. That's good. And I note, actually, that we ran out of food here completely, which is not good. So another problem identified. We're going to get in, yeah, more grain farms here. I think we'll go with this so that we can bring a path through here and down to here. Yeah. And we've got to be careful because we need them to get off of the fields quite quickly. So we'll see how that goes. And all the straw coming off does not fill these two granaries. So we definitely needed more grain farms because this food is not doing the trick. People will start to get sick and stuff, otherwise this is no good. There's our lavish festival. We used to see them come and gather here. But when we had like musicians and things, we would see them come and gather on here and sort of walk around. I mean, they didn't actually do anything. They would come and walk around and make everything nice and groovy and that. I'm not seeing that happening. There's a little bit sad about that. Yeah, there we go. No, they are kind of doing it. There we go. Just sort of they congregate a little bit on it, which I like. So beautification. Still got to get used to these buttons. There we go. That's a nice bit of beautification. So right, we are seeing some upgrading here happening, which means we're going to be getting, so we need more workers. So we need these houses to upgrade so we can get a load more immigrants to come into the city. Here they come. Can't keep, oh look, this field has not, Osiris may need some worshipping there. Look, let's worship Osiris. that was no good. Still, these are good down here. So we can get them back out on the fields and hopefully we can do better with food this time. And our population is increasing. So we're now 5% unemployed. And we've got... Because the thing is we need to get into pottery. That was a thing, wasn't it, that we needed to do. Seems to have become a little bit more stable. Lavish festival is happening. We do have a couple more trickling in. We're still waiting on the food. And we can see they do, consume. So I think we can now look at 18% the pottery aspect of this. A little bit concerned about how far away they are. Not going to lie. So it's production for a start. Clay pits. Now we can't get them here. They do need to be right over here. Might be a little bit far. We may need to look at putting housing in here. In fact, I think I'm going to do that now. Going to pop in housing here, just like that. Yep. Nice little road here. Get some housing in. And they still have access to, all this sort of stuff, which is great. Hopefully they won't be too close. We don't want them too close to this business. So we're going to pop in a couple of clay pits there. Indeed we are. There they go. And then we need potter. We need a potter. And again, these can be fairly undesirable. That's alright, we'll work on it though. Now. Ooh, thank you. That's good. Oh, gods are very happy with us. This is beautiful. So, I'm happy to just have the straw over here. What we're going to do is have a separate storage yard. Don't want it too close to those houses. We're going to pop it there. And in this storage yard, we will accept half, and then same with pots, right? I think we'll go half, so that it's just for this industry. And then these bazaars, because again we've got this situation over here, right? They're going to need pots as well. And in order to get pots this far away, we'll need to make sure there is a hefty surplus of pots over here. Another thing you can do is also build a storage yard over here. So if this overflows with pots, or if we say you only want a quarter of the pots here, and then you could say quarter of pots over here, then they are forced to carry the pots from here all the way over to here. Which is when they start complaining about, I have to go clear across the city with these goods, because you do tend to set up industries in certain areas. So I tend to start shifting goods around the city by restricting how the storage yards work. Same with the granaries, right? And that's probably going to have to happen here in order to get pots up this end, but we're not going to worry about that right now. First of all, we're just going to get this up and running. That's the main thing. It's all a bit barren here at the moment. Here we've got some pots, so we should see that these pots will be gathered and then sold quickly, and we'll start to see these homes expand as they get their pots. They'll be very happy about that. Indeed they will. I think this is new, where you can restrict what they can and can't buy at the bazaars. That's a nice addition. Sometimes that could be frustrating with some of the bigger cities where you couldn't control, and they'd fill up on grain or whatever. I think the game was quite good at trying to get a general sort of even split, but it wasn't guaranteed, so it's nice that we can now manipulate that situation. I'm quite pleased about that. It's because we were always able to do it with, like, I don't know if we could do it with the granaries. Certainly do it with storage yards. Can't remember about the granaries, but on the bazaars, I don't think we could do it at all, no. Beer and barley farming, yay! Your fellow Egyptians have perfected the art of brewing beer, which has become a very popular libation throughout Egypt. With a supply of barley received from local farms, brewers will make beer and deliver it to storage yards for future distribution to bazaar workers. As with food and pottery. A new production line. Oh, look! 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 We've got spacious homesteads. They're flashy, huh? They're flashy. And it's also in this centre area where we had lots of problems. Managed to sort that out. Sometimes they complain. I don't think we can do. Don't think we're unlocking now. Tax collector, we've not been able to unlock. Sad times. Good. Anyway. Yeah, look, they're getting their pots, but now they want beer. They want beer now. Oh, this is interesting. We didn't lose him, so they've changed that as well. They've actually made that a bit easier. We didn't lose him. Usually this would be goods.
I'm not taking these supplies any further until someone's available to unload them.
Would be completely gone. Right, well, now knowing that we've got too many of these types of farms, what we can do is swap them out for our barley. Oh, the gods are very happy with us, by the way. It's like really happy with us. So we are going to get in. We'll put in 3 barley fields, and we'll see how we get on with that. Okay, and we could do with perhaps putting barley production up this end. Again, a lot of this industry can be quite ugly. We're going to pull this out and move it up here somewhere. Let's see here. Okay, manufactured goods. Right. Because we're going to need storage yards and things. So we're going to have a couple of brewers here. And we're going to get a storage yard in. Oh, yeah. And we'll pop in that roadblock there. Okay, now we're going to put accept none on this, except we're going to do this, and we also want barley. Yeah, we want barley as well. There we go. What's 22% unemployment? So we should have plenty of people to come in and take these jobs. I think we could afford to get another potter in here. So we're going to do that. Potter. We need a road for it. We're going to pop in another potter. Do you know what? There's another way to access them. And I wonder if there's a way of not making that so in your face. We're going to go for a lavish one. And as the city grows, these things get more expensive. And we do have, I would say, some money issues in the treasury. So we can see here our wages, construction costs in festivals. So we are losing. We are losing. But we haven't had any theft, which is nice. We can't mine anything. We'll get into more money making, I'm sure, in the future. So we're waiting for the barley to come off the fields. By the way, the barley looks amazing. It looks really, really good. I'm really pleased with that. Oh, the musician.
Even an entertainer likes to be entertained. There's not enough to do here.
Oh, no. Not enough entertainment. This is terrible. Actually, do you know what we could do? We could, because of this production over here, I wonder if we could see about getting another entertainment over in this part of the city, because that one is right over there. So it'd be good, I think. How could I... They can take a bit of manipulation, these. I got to remember how to do them. I may be doing this all wrong. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we can get some more entertainment here. It's helping these houses, right? Helping these houses. Indeed it is. I'm wondering if we can do some things. Beautification over here. You know, like some gardens. Yeah. Good, good. And then maybe we could see about some plazas here to help these. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Inhabitants of this house are in excellent condition. It's all very good. This dwelling cannot evolve until the desirability of the area improves. Yeah, this is the thing. I thought this was happening. I thought this was happening. So let's pop in a couple of gardens. There we go. Lovely. And then we've probably got similar desirability of the area over here is proper bad, isn't it? I wonder, we might be able to, yeah, there we go. There we go. We got it. Oh, the barley's come in. The barley's in. We can now see them brewing their beer. We've restricted it to half, and we can see we've got far too much food being produced still. So, you know, there's that. Mind you, we've just upgraded a load of houses. We'll have more immigrants coming in, which means more food consumed. And we're not losing this now. So, it's a bit easier. So they are now producing their beer. And we've got half. So this half is full. I wonder if we could... What's this? Yeah, I think we could possibly get another one in. And that, filling it up. So they've now got a supply of 200 units. Just need some employees. And then we can see our beer. Look, we've got some beer. And then they'll come and grab the beer and start selling it here. It's going to be amazing. And you can also stockpile it. You can say stockpile this so that when we come to hold a festival, we can do so because it's all stored. Sometimes as well, other cities will ask you to send them goods, so you'll need to stockpile them. So I think here...
Maybe I just carry baskets now, but
I think she's carrying beer. She's doing it. It's happening. But we could probably do with... I mean, they are getting pots, I think, up here, remarkably. Yeah, those pop-ups are going to annoy me. I'm going to have to look through the settings to see if we can change that. Oh, Oh, we are getting into taxes. I was about to say, because our money, right, a large city needs to bring in additional revenue beyond its initial funding. One way to accomplish this is through taxation. In order to levy taxes, your city will need a palace and tax collectors. Make sure to build enough tax collectors to cover the whole city, especially its more well-to-do neighbourhoods. Remember, the better the quality of life enjoyed in a given home, the more taxes its occupants will pay. A magistrate patrolling from his courthouse helps to reduce the risk of crime by hearing grievances and making sure that cooler heads prevail. Fantastic. Oh, I like they've got a path coming down the centre here. You can see there's something a bit similar to me here. So, right, the only problem is that I can't... Oh, look at these modest apartments. To be honest, we're getting close to completing this particular level. It does not have access to a local magistrate from a courthouse. That's absolutely fine. Well, we definitely want... Oh, look at this. Mansion and personal salary. If you build a mansion for yourself, you can draw a personal salary from the city's treasury. Personal funds are retained by your family to be used whenever the situation demands, even in subsequent missions during the same period. Beware, though, as awarding yourself a higher salary than is due your position can have detrimental effects on your standing in the kingdom. You can give gifts to neighbouring cities, which means they are more friendly towards you, which is always lovely. Water crossings, well, they're giving us everything right now. Ferries can help your city run more smoothly. Carefully placed water crossings, being ferries or bridges, let the inhabitants of your city reach other inaccessible parts of the landscape to find prey or other valuable resources. In some cases, they can improve the timeliness of a certain delivery people by shortening their journey. So if we wanted to expand across here and take advantage of all this land, we could. We are out of money. Your treasury ran out of doubloons. You are hereby granted additional funds, but no benefactor will rescue you again. Use this gift to create money-making enterprises. I'd like to. I think we'll have to pause because they're just throwing too much at me. Oh, look at all this. It's all turning white now. So, what we would really like to do is build tax collectors, because we have this, which is where all the taxes go. But we need to make sure that we are collecting taxes. So, first of all, right by the police station. Fantastic. We're going to put tax collector here as well. It would be good to get one a bit more central, but I don't think... I think we'd have to get rid of some of these trees. So if we put a tax collector in there... Snuck one in there, services, right? Tax collector's office, right? This will also mean more jobs, right? More jobs. 8 workers instantly. Got our flags. And off they go to collect taxes. Can we find ourselves a tax collector? And they will start to generate revenue. I was about to say, like, how are we making money? We're just losing money all the time because we're not actually making anything. We're not taking taxes or anything. It's an outrage. Absolute outrage. So we are now hopefully making money. I can't see. Is that a tax collector? Oh, I missed him.
I hate collecting taxes from these rundown houses. It's hardly worth my time.
What are you talking about? They're beautiful. What on earth? What on earth? So we clearly don't need this many pots. Clearly don't need. But we need more beer. That's, I think, if anything's coming to light here, that's it, isn't it? We've got more food than we know what to do with. We're going to get rid of some of these farms. We don't need this much food. And I'm not sure that we need this many pots. And do you know what? This is balancing out quite well over here. This is not at all. It's not balanced right at all. Oh, these have gone down. They don't have access to religious facilities. Okay. Let's do a lavish festival to Ra. So let's get some temples over here, shall we? Not temples. Let's get some shrines. A shrine. A shrine. A shrine. And then we could rotate them. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's a shrine to... No. Get rid of that. We want a shrine to Ra. There we go. More to Ra. It's important. Now you have access to religious facilities, so deal with that. Yes. It did also mention, didn't it? Look, our personal mansion. Should we put that next door? Look, oh yeah. Look, this is where we live. And this is where we can... So we're no longer a village elder. That was the last area. We are now a village noble. But if we could do raw scholar, but we're not raw scholar and it'll upset people. So we just take like little wages like this. Just little wages. What else have we got here? So, oh yes, the courthouse and the magistrates. Oh, we got the water crossings. We're not going to worry about that at the moment. So the courthouse. I think we're going to pop that there. Yes. And because the front of it's right here, I wonder if I could just do like a nice... Oh yeah, there we go. It looks nicer now. There we are. So we need to reach a population of 1,000. We are very close. And have 10 modest apartments. We possibly have that, but we don't have the population. So until the desirability of the area improves. So let's do that. Let's grab some plazas. Let's bring plazas down here. Because when they upgrade, we'll get more people moving in. That's it. That's right. Yes. And they can evolve with the local magistrate. Where he's here. It's got workers now. So we should start seeing, yeah, there we go. They're now spacious apartments, and they're now starting to ask for educational facilities and schools and libraries and that, which we're not doing on this level. But you can see, look, it's getting really posh. And the population, they'll start flooding in because these houses are huge. Absolutely huge. Look at this. And we need to make sure that the pots, because they'll require more pots, they'll require more beer and food. So you've got to make sure that all these things, there we go, all these things are continually supplied. Well done. Thanks to your capable leadership, Egyptian civilization has advanced considerably and will continue to do so in the coming decades. So there we are, another mission complete. Of course, as we get further into the game and there's less hand-holding happening, you know, the levels are more complex, the cities grow larger and things get more exciting. But yeah, there we are. That is another location completed. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.